I am here with Frazer Hines.
And that's my opening music?
Yes, good introduction.
It is.
I'm here with Frazer Hines of the classic series of Doctor Who. And my first question is, we're just going to jump right into that,
sure,
if you don't mind.
No, sure.
What was it like working in the formative years of Doctor Who?
It was great fun. Patrick Troughton, my doctor, was wonderful. There's no starry bit to him at all. We were a team. If I suggested a funny bit of business, he would never go, no, I'm the doctor, you're just the companion. What I say goes. No, him and I got on so well together, and we kind of got telepathic in the end. We could just look at each other and know what each other was talking about or thinking and stuff like that. It was really a lovely guy. It was hard work, though. It was hard. We rehearsed Monday to sort of Thursday morning. We'd do a producer's run in the afternoon. We'd go in the studio Friday or Saturday. But in those days, you see, if you would record it as a play from page 1 to page 55. Nowadays, they do all the interior TARDIS, all the exterior TARDIS, all here, all there. But we had to go, say, from TARDIS to outside the TARDIS, back in the TARDIS. And the director would try and get those 3 scenes together. And if you sort of cocked up halfway through the second scene or even the third scene, the pressure was on because you'd have to go back to the first scene again and do it all again because they didn't have the editing technique because the tapes were really kind of that thick. You can't see on radio, but they were sort of like 4 inches thick. So there was a lot of pressure on, but I think most of us have been brought up in theatre anyway in those days because so that you were used to actually doing 25 pages, all in one go.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, nowadays you just go, if you get through a scene and somebody dries or whatever, you can go, hang on, let's go back, pick it up, Frazer, from where you say as Jamie, look behind your doctor, and we'll pick it up from there. They can just get the editing in.
Nice. Speaking of look behind you, Doctor, you fought Daleks, you fought Cybermen, you fought all the classic villains.
That's my phone going, by the way. There's a message coming in case anybody's
probably of world importance. So don't worry. Who was your favorite bad guy of the classic?
I would think, for me, it would be the Cybermen, because they were a lot taller than us. With the Ice Warriors, you could kind of see the movement of the lips, like a humanoid lip. But the Cybermen, it was just that blank look with those 2 dots for eyes and that sort of no humour, no emotion at all. I think that the Cybermen, and in our days, the Cybermen, because they were wearing rubber Wellington boots sprayed silver, they could actually creep up behind you. Now, the modern-day Cybermen, they're clunk, clunk, clunk. You can hear them coming. Yeah. But ours could actually slide up beside, like as in the Tomb of the Cybermen. They can just
stealthier.
They get stealthier. So yeah, I would say the Cybermen.
Nice. What was your fondest memory from working on Doctor Who? What was your favorite story?
I have to say my favourite story has got to be the Highlanders, which is no longer in existence. But that was my first story, and I was just supposed to be in those 4 episodes, and then that was it. Jamie was no more. But the BBC got quite a lot of phone calls and letters saying after about episode 2, wouldn't it be a good idea to have Jamie as a companion? And rumour has it that they'd already asked my agent for an option on my services for another year, but she didn't tell me, my agent, because she thought I'd be worried, like, oh God, I could get a year's work out of this. I've got to be really good, And then you just, cock the whole thing up. So she just let me go on. So Jamie has this Highland accent like that, Look, behold, let us say, the redcoats are here attacking. In fact, now they've found the Underwater Menace, that was my first story after I left. I've still got the original kilt, and I'm dying to see it when I get back to England, because there's Jamie with this Highland accent. Once I knew I was going to stay for about a year, I kind of watered it round to what I call a sort of a universal Scottish accent. Because with a Highland accent, it's very difficult to get emotion. Doctor, look at the size of that monster. We'll be after chasing after us. It's not quite dramatic enough. Whereas, Doctor, look at the size of that thing. Let's go, run quick. There's more, you can get the drama into it.
Nice. And speaking of voices, you've worked for the Big Finish Audios.
Oh, I love them,
you've done some Second Doctor stories, and I hear that your Patrick Troughton impression is uncanny. Can you give us a little...
Yes, so they say, which is very nice of them, but when you work with somebody and loved somebody for 3 years, you're not in a biblical sense, obviously, but when you've learned from that guy and how to do things, and it's now then, Jamie, and what we've got to do, I think we've got to actually, Zoe, Okay, so Jamie's got a plan. Now, when I say run, run, that sort of thing.
That's fantastic. Last question. Icon is about the state of things about science through science fiction, kind of advancing science. What have been the most incredible advances that you've seen in science? What has impressed you? What would you like to see in the future?
Well, I'm always amazed that one's grandmother or grandfather would be born. They would see men flying in pieces of paper held together with string, like the Wright brothers or the Blériot flying the Channel, and in their lifetime they saw a man on the moon, and all within about 60 years. To me, the progress in 6 decades, that is amazing. From if you're a kid and you just saw men in paper machines, and then in your lifetime you saw a man on the moon, that to me, I can't get my brain around that.
It's amazing. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Thank you.